Okay, in this lesson I'm going to show you guys how to resize images. I have two images up. I have one labeled too small, which is it is at 640 by 427 pixels at 72 pixels per inch. This is going to be considered most of the graphics you're going to be finding on the web are going to be that. And if I look at this one here, you can see it's much larger at 4,368 by 2,912 pixels at 300 pixels per inch. So for this class, I'm asking that all your images be at least 1,500 by 2,100 pixels, or 2,100 by 1,500 pixels if it's in landscape format. So let's say you're in this situation, and the image you really like is too small. As you can see, it is well below 1,500 by 2,100 pixels. So let's just, for sake of argument, let's see, this is that's the larger size, so we'll change that to 2,100, which doesn't quite put it over, so I'm going to put 1,500 there. That puts it over 1,500 by 2,100. Always keep these locked because you want to scale your images proportionally. So I'm going to do that, but you see when I do that, let's minimize that so you can see it's very blurry. That's what happens when you enlarge a low resolution image. This is bad. I don't want to see you guys doing this. It's really going to hurt your presentation, so do not enlarge your images. Okay. So that being said, let's close that, and where did I put that one? Oh, let's open it back up. So, and I provided a bunch of links to kind of give you some options in terms of where to find your images. So there's plenty of places you can go to find high resolution images. So for this one, for example, just for the sake of efficiency, we want to make it smaller to fit that standard that I gave you. So let's go back to image size. So obviously, like I said, we want it to get it around 2,100 by 1,500 pixels. So I'm going to double type or type the number in, which I want to keep that the link button on. So not quite there. So let's do 1,500. So as you can see, and now that puts it above it. Okay. So now you can see when I zoom in, it is still really good quality, which is what we want. It doesn't have to be exactly 1,500 by 2,100 pixels, but if you really want to get it right at that size, once you get it close, I would go to canvas size rather than image. Well, first, before you do that, let's unlock that background layer. You just double click on it, and it'll just bring this dialog, and just hit OK, and you can see that it's no longer locked. And then I will just say canvas size, switch it to pixels, and put this bound to 2,100. And this will bring it in on the left or right hand side. And that's okay. Proceed. So you can see it clipped the ends there, but now I can actually move it around since I unlocked that layer. So now if I go to image size, you can see that it is exactly 21 by 1,500 pixels. What a lot of students tend to do, let's back up here, is they go to image size, and then they unclick constrained proportions, which, as you see, takes that link off. And what they do is they turn that off, and they try to force it to those proportions. And if I do that, you can see that it squishes the image horizontally. Again, a bad thing. We do not want to do that. As long as it's more than 1,500 by 2,100 pixels, I'm fine with it. It doesn't have to be exact, but as long as it's close. So using those techniques, you are going to make sure that your image is at the best quality possible.